If you subscribe to the channel, you'll get lots of interesting videos like this one. And if you like the video, it'll really help us out. Please comment down below for any other interesting things. That also really helps us out as well. Hi, welcome to another edition of Easy Theory. So starting today, in addition to all of the lecture stuff that I'm going to be doing, I want to intersperse some exam problems from GATE exams and other things to help people see the actual problems that are asked on real tests and what we're going to do instead of doing a whole bunch of questions at once in like a live stream or something. I'm going to do each individual question, have each of these questions be their own separate videos so that people can find them a lot easier. And I'm going to make a playlist with all of the corresponding questions all in a row and in the correct order. And in the lecture playlist, I'm going to put these questions where they need to be. All right, so what is the question here? So this comes from GATE 2019, question number 15. So this is a discrete math question, and it's asking, here's the universe set. So the set is the numbers 1 to n for just some integer n, at least 1. And let A be the set of ordered pairs right here. So this is an ordered pair because we know that there's parentheses here. And then we have little x, big X. So what are these defined to be? Well, the big X is any subset of U, of that ground set, the universe set here. And the little x is just some element of the big set. Of the set X, I guess. It's just a subset of U. And the question is, we have two statements about the size of A. So remember, the vertical bars on a set mean how big is the thing. So it's saying, proposition 1 is saying the size of A is n times 2 to the power n minus 1. Or it could be that the size of A is the sum, so the sigma here is the sum, from k is equal to 1 to n of k times n choose k. So obviously k is just a number between 1 and n choose k just means the number of subsets of size k that you can pick from a set of size n. And so, so the question is, which of these two statements are true? Are both of them false? Is one of them true? Or are both of them true? So put into the comments before you watch the rest of this video what you think the answer is. I'll wait. Okay, so enough waiting. So the answer is actually yes on both. It is, so in fact, you can say that not only is the size of A both of these numbers, they are both equal to each other. But we're not going to prove that here. So I didn't actually put the possible answers here. I want to be able to derive that it's equal to both of these numbers, or just figure out something related to these numbers without knowing what the answer is ahead of time. But it is both. So let's look at the first one. Well, let's actually try to calculate what the size of the set is in the first place. Well, we know that from this right here, the number of subsets is 2 to the n in general. So there are 2 to the n possible subsets of a set of size n. Well, then what we're doing here is we're saying, okay, well, this set X right here, it must have this element X, a little x in there. So let's actually think about this in a slightly different way. So this is for the proof of 1. So let's fix the little x right here. So we're just fixing this x. And so therefore, what we have here is that the big set X has n minus 1 other elements that it could theoretically pick to include also in the set. So we're having X already be in the big set, big X right here. But we have n minus 1 other things that we could theoretically pick if we wanted to. So that tells us right here that the number of possible big X's is 2 to the power n minus 1. And the reason for that is that it has n minus 1 other things. We know that the little x is in there, so we're not even thinking about the little x. We're thinking about the n minus 1 other elements. But we know that the little element x can be any one of the n numbers. So this can be any of 1 through n. So because we fixed x at the start, and we have 2 to the n minus 1 for each choice of x, therefore we have that the total number of possibilities is those two numbers multiplied together, because the number of possibilities of the big set x is not dependent on the value of little x. No matter which one I pick for the little x, I have the exact same number for the big set. So I'm going to have n times 2 to the power n minus 1. So so therefore we can conclude that the first one is in fact true. Okay, so let's actually try to think about the other one. So let's actually think about the second statement, which is that the size of A is the sum from I is equal to 1. Actually, it's K is equal to 1. I should keep the variable names the same. So it's K times n choose K. Okay, so why does this work? And it's actually kind of important that the sum here starts at 1 and not 0. And we'll see why in a sec. So as I mentioned before, this choose thing is the number of subsets of size k from a set of size n. Okay, so in some sense we're actually thinking about, since the subset big X, the big X could be any theoretical size, one thing that we should notice is that it can't be empty, because if the big set X is empty, then there can't be a little element that belongs to that set because it's empty. So that's why actually the sum right here starts at 1 and not 0, because we're excluding the empty set. So let's actually think about this. But the big set X could be any size between 1 and n. So let's consider that big set X, which has k elements, and k is just some number between 1 and n. So let's call them S1, S2 up to Sk. So that's just one particular choice of the big set X. And now we got to think about, well, that little x has to be one of those elements in there. So the little x right here is just some element inside this set X that we picked. But we notice that the number of possible big X's is n choose k, because that's just a number of total possible subsets of size k. And the elements of the set big X, we don't care what the values are, we just care about the size of it. All right, so the number of possibilities is this, and the number of possibilities for the little x, so the number of possibilities that we can pick here is, well, the little x could be any element in this set of size k, so it has k possibilities, is k. So again, the total number of possibilities involving subsets of size k is the total number of possible subsets times the total number of choices for the little element to belong to. But here's actually one of the crucial steps that you think, okay, well, then it's just the sum here. The thing is, it could theoretically be that we are counting things twice, okay? So it may be that we are counting a choice of a subset and some element picked out of here twice, and we're double counting it in the sum, and then therefore the sum is too big. I want to convince you that that's not the case. So if we do have two choices of subset and element that happen to be exactly the same, well, they have to be the exact same subset. Why? Because if they weren't the same subset, then because we have an ordered pair right here, although it doesn't have to be ordered, but because we have a pair right here, the subset, if we have two pairs right here that are exactly the same, the subset has to be exactly the same. So, and also for that same reason, the element picked has to be the same. So in fact, if we pick a different subset or we pick a different element, therefore we will have distinct pairs in this set A right here. And therefore, no matter which set and element I pick, as long as I pick both of them, I will never pick the exact same set and element twice. And then therefore, this sum right here will never have the chance of being double counting any of the elements right here. And so that's how you actually solve question 15 on the GATE 2019 exam. So it's just basic set theory and understanding how to count things in two different ways. By knowing the number of subsets of something, and knowing, in this case, because we have some element in the set, we must have a non-empty set there, so we had to think a little bit in that case. So hopefully that was interesting. Leave your thoughts down below. There are many other links in the video description if you want to support this channel, such as liking and subscribing to the channel, our Facebook group, Discord, Patreon, many other things in the description. And as always, I'll see you next time.